should be BPN alloys stay competitive in international market like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippines, where the demand and regulation can vary?
Yes, actually, as I told you that my the promoters they are from Malaysia and Thailand, from Japan. So as you know that these countries they are all mechanized. They have become mechanized, so they need a manpower to make the recycling of material to be competitive. So once they recycle, so the cost goes high, quite high in those countries. So they have to come to countries like India or China or Southeast Asia, where they can do the recycling and to sell those products into the industries. So the Japanese also they were also exploring the possibility where so we met into 2018. Then we discussed what could be done, and then the team came over here. So having a different round of interactions, so finally we decided no, we will bring and we will do the sorting. And after that, we're making a grade, then we supply to the industry who do the recycling. So the advantage was that those companies we can do the volume, a big volume. So then, as you all know, that Tamil Nadu is quite strong into the steel industry, and it's quite organized over here. So that was a right place to start with. So that's how we came into this market, and we started the imports and the making the grades and supplying to the industry.
Thank you, sir. And one thing is, what's your vision for future of your company in terms of innovation, sustainability, and expanding its global footprints?
Yes, our company is just just 1 year only into this market. So we have brought a few products from Malaysia, I mean Southeast Asia, and we have installed the machines. We install grading and all we are doing over here. So our purpose is that to make the our industry to be more competitive in having the raw material as a competitive prices. If we are giving at right prices, the products which are made over here, so that becomes uh, quite cost effective. So we do that so that when we do that, then we are helping our industry indirectly so that our costs remain competitive into the Indian market.
Thank you, sir. Here, the question from students front here. As the successful industrialist, what skills or academic backgrounds do you look for in young graduate for interns joining your company?
Yes, as you all know that since we are into the metal business, as I mentioned that recycling, we all know that worldwide people are quite aware of the recycling of because it's a national resources. It's not natural only, it is national resource, and it has to be recycled. Otherwise, there will be shortage of metal if we don't recycle the metal and we reuse it. So that was the that what was that has motivated us. So the people who want to come into this trade, they should have some knowledge of metal and metallurgy. And if they go, I mean, as Dr. Singh has the institute and the people who can learn the commerce side as well. So though that goes hand in hand, and they can do good into this field. The opportunity is enormous because recycling metal awareness is quite big. A number of conferences happen worldwide, like every second or third month in US, Europe, Dubai, or right now in for your knowledge, Vietnam. There is a big conference on 7th and 8th. The people move around and go to conferences, meet the buyers and suppliers, and learning the metal. The first and foremost is that to have the basic knowledge of the metal and have some commerce background. So that goes hand in hand to understand, to know, and to interact with the people. And yes, after 1 year, once we complete a year or so, so people may come us for training as well, and they can learn from here, and then they can a few of them who are really interested, they can join us as well. So that
Yes,
opportunity will
certainly.
always be open.
Yes,
That
certainly.
can be in touch
And
with the institute, and
yeah,
then institute will guide them.
my next question is that does HDBP Rely have any training program or internship opportunity for engineering or business students interested in metallurgy, trade, or manufacturing?
Yes, the opportunity is there for them. Yes, so as I mentioned to you, the principals are there in Japan and Malaysia. So if anybody is keen to know to learn about it, I may organize some some program for them to send them to Japan or Malaysia, and to go and see the facilities over there, and to know how the things are happening over there. So that I can organize whosoever is keen to travel and to understand, to explore into this field. So yeah, the doors are open, are always open for them to learn from Chennai. As I mentioned, is at a beginning stage, so it's 1 year old only. So they may come anytime. Whosoever is interested, they may come. The doors are open to. They may come to the institute. They can come anytime. But if they want to learn, really learn, so they can go and spend some time in Japan, Malaysia, or Southeast Asia, that I can facilitate to them, and I can organize for them.
Yes, certainly. And yeah, what advice would you give to students looking to work in export-based manufacturing industry, especially those related to metal and metallurgy?
Yes, no, very right question. Actually, there is very big scope for them. Actually, when I started my career in, 1989, when I started my business, so I used to see that people have very little knowledge about the export and import those days. People used to be very scared how to import and how to export. So the norms and all, they were very stringent those days. The policies were all very. In 1991, during Narsinga Raw's time, that time a lot of doors were open for the licensing and all. What were a lot of norms? There were a lot of licenses were required to import those products, but those all had been abolished, and the trade become very easy. So people who there is, as I mentioned, that the recycling industry is like food is essential for every human being. So all the household item that we are using at home, this all are of different type of metal that it requires. With whether it's your phone, whether it's your laptop, whether it's your washing machine, any metal in your house, that you don't be surprised. It's all majority of them. It's all recycled, but we all never know that this is recall because it's become as good as pure metal. Recycling means that you're making a metal like the gold that we use in our day-to-day life. This also get recycled, and they are reused, and then processed again, and can be reused again. So same is the other metal also. This metal also, they have like you name it, whether it's steel, whether it is copper, whether it is aluminum, whether it's zinc, whether it is lead, all are recycled. All are recycled in a big volume. Worldwide, there is a very big scope, and where there is a lot to learn. So people who are keen to know about this subject, and who are concerned about the Mother Earth, that yes, nothing should be wasted, nothing should go into the soil. Whatsoever is there on the surface has to be reused. So as you know that even the plastic, our government is using for making the roads. I mean, they so that the product that we use, what they that are not reusable, so those should not go into the soil. That has to be brought into this recycling the circle, and that all the product which can be recycled, that should be recycled, and that nothing should go into the soil. That should not spoil the earth and the soil of our country.